GB News. Eamonn Holmes failed to agree with his co-host after Miriam Cates claimed Rachel Reeves has no room for manoeuvre. GB News aired a furious clash as presenters Eamonn Holmes and Miriam Cates led a tense debate about Rachel Reeves ahead of the Chancellor's spending review on Wednesday, June 11. Miriam stated, "The Chancellor, the government are operating within very, very tight boundaries. On one hand you've got the physical walls that Rachel Reeves has set herself. She can't do anything that would see borrowing increase within 5 years. They've got backbenchers making very clear that they're not going to vote for welfare cuts, even the reversal of the winter fuel allowance, and then you've got the fact that we have a 100% debt to GDP ratio. We're shelling out £100 billion a year on debt interest alone," adding, "She's got no room for manoeuvre." However, Eamonn abruptly interjected, "She has Miriam, a blind man on a galloping horse, can see that. We're going to talk later today about a pride parade funded by local councils. They've got money to pay for that," he furiously added. Miriam responded, "You're right, and these make headlines, but this is £35,000, the parade we're going to be talking about. The debt interest alone is £100 billion. I agree with cutting all that stuff, but it won't make a difference. Listen, if you put me in charge, you'll be able to say cut, cut, cut. You just need somebody to have a bit of gumption to come and say we don't need that," said the 65-year-old. However, his co-host maintained, "I just think it'll totally overestimate the total impact of banning those things." Eamonn and Miriam were joined by political advisor Oscar Edrop, who stated, "This is really interesting because the conversation you've just had is a conversation that Reform, I think, kind of insert themselves into quite well. It's what they're doing at local council level, it's a big part, I think, and we're seeing more of it as Reform try and get more serious on policy. They want to identify all the waste." Oscar continued, "It might be £35,000 here and £100,000 over there, but en masse together, there are a lot of savings we can find. However, for the time being, that is fantasy football land." He suggested, "Really, it could be tax rises, is how this Labour government, we don't have a Reform government and the Tories are pretty pushed to the side at the moment.